Helps if I turn the mic on. Good morning, everybody. I've been sitting here going, "Wow, it's a little quiet," and it's because I forgot to turn my mic on. Hello, how is everybody? I hope you all. I did this just for you guys. If you guys don't know, I've been working on this color cover. I hate coloring so much. And I posted on Twitter last night, right before I went to bed, and I said a really dumb thing, and I said, "I'm gonna make it. How the f do you crazy people enjoy coloring? Gonna make a stream of it tomorrow morning and try again." And so as I was laying there in bed, I thought, wait a minute. I promised the internet that I would stream tomorrow morning. So here I am. You're welcome. I'm so tired. Oh my goodness. But I promised that I would be here. And so my ass is here. I love you guys. Sometimes I question myself why I do this. But when I look at my analytics, I know why. Oh my goodness. We're gonna play Spot the Layer a lot today, you guys. We're gonna do that a lot. Because you know what we're gonna do actually is we're gonna take the layer right below R's. We're gonna fill it with white. Oh, that is not the fill button, that is the save button. I mean, it's all good. And I'm going to temporarily turn it off. Actually, let's make it a neutral gray. That way it's, there we go. Mid-tone. So the reason why I did that is the background was a little bit too distracting. So by lessening the information that is around me, oh, I just realized my desktop audio is off. Hey. There we go. Now you guys can hopefully hear the music. I had it really low, sorry guys. Ooh. Brain is still computing. Okay. Anyway, so in order to make this process a little bit easier, I mean I can still see it a little bit, but to make it easier we're gonna like turn this mid-tone gray on. Make my life easy. So first thing I'll do is, oopsie. First thing I'm gonna do is not that. I'm going to come in and clean up some of these edges here. I do have a tool to make this a lot easier. I just feel like suffering today. It's a mood. it's definitely a mood. So I'm gonna check all of the edges here, especially these birds. It's super easy to mess it up with stuff like this. So I'm gonna zoom in a little bit more just to show you guys what I mean. These birds here don't have very clean edges because I want them to appear fluffy. So I've intentionally not closed this off. So what I have to do instead is use the color to sort of show where the bird's occupation of space ends. I don't know why I phrased it that way. That's like the best my brain could come up with in a relatively short period of time. So yeah, we're gonna focus on that and kind of go in and clean up some of these edges. This is one reason why I don't like coloring, is because I'm a very messy artist, and when I have to oh wow
Oh, it's right. I need that. Okay, so this is layer. I didn't do it. What layer is this? What layer is this? As I try to come in and correct things. So yeah, basically, like this whole stream is just gonna be me coming in and cleaning stuff up. And I figured, why do it alone when I can do it with other people and we can suffer together? Well, it's only suffering for me, because you guys get a stream out of it. Just kidding, just kidding. It's not suffering. It all needs to be done eventually, right? So, oh, I've got all my alarms that are about to go off. Let me turn my alarms off, because I don't want to jump scare you guys. Because literally my phone is right next to the mic, and I do not want the Pokemon theme song playing in the background. You know, the, like, I wanna be the very best, like, that's my wake up. That's one of my ringtones to wake up in the morning. Just because it's very, like, it's starting, your day is starting. Like, it's very energetic. And so, it's my wake up ringtone in the morning. to motivate me in the mornings. I'm a little hard on myself sometimes, but it's because I've not had my my morning sustenance. I was gonna say food, but I don't eat in the mornings. I eat at lunch. The brain was just not computing. Be a little bit easier just to focus on each individual section rather than like just one color at a time, because that would be annoying. Look at this little Pete's. This cute little bird. I like. Ah, wrong layer. Wrong layer. Good. We're good. Alright. Alrighty. Look at them little burbs. Alright, I got distracted. Let's go back to Aros. Oh yeah, I gotta draw that part in. I added this horn to him last minute, so I gotta... I'm gonna find my liner layer here. Gotta add that. I'm gonna have to put it on a different layer. Because of my carelessness. Why you no show? Oh, because it's... Yeah. I love this brush. I really do. But it's a double-edged sword. It's really loud music. This brush is double-edged because it only works in monochrome. Cool brush. It only works in monochrome like this. Otherwise, it's not gonna work at all for what you need it to do. Which can be really frustrating when you're trying to get shit done. And then you're like, why isn't it working? One of the things that I really struggled with is what color I want Aros's horns to be. I've always struggled with that, because part of me wants to make it like the same like skin tone, because that makes sense, right? It makes perfect sense. But I've never settled on a color for it, honestly. So, because I mean, yeah, like it being the same skin tone as him makes sense. But it also looks really weird when I do that and fill that in. I don't know why, but it does. Ooh, I just realized that this layer is on top and should not be. This layer should definitely be the one on top. There we go. Alright. Cool. Alright, so now we can go back in and fix the coloring. There we go. Now that we know where all of our edges are. Oh! Ooh! Okay, well apparently that's not that layer. Oh, did I? Oh, I erased some of the hair. Do, 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 do. Oh, I thought I started from here. Lots of people joining and leaving today, which is fine. Just want to make sure my sound's working. Yep, it is. Good. That's good. Alright, here. To be fair, it is early morning and everyone's getting ready for their day, so I think 7 o'clock will work a little bit better if I can manage to get my butt up there early in the morning. I think that would work a lot easier for folks. I'm gonna have to do just to merge all these different color layers. Because I don't like this. I don't like having 50 million layers for coloring. It's stressing me out. Just one flat what? Okay. Yep, I'm gonna do this. We're gonna merge our color layers, fam. Because I cannot handle this. I'm gonna turn this one off though. Because I don't need it right now. We're gonna merge all of these layers here. Alright, what layer is this? I love it when I have to ask what layer. Oh, that's his eyes. Do we need it? No. Alright, what's this one? Oh, that's the old color of his eyes. Okay, I don't need that one anymore. Alright, I'm pretty sure I could just go ahead and merge these. Yep. So what we'll do, so that way we can maintain the color, what we're gonna do, so the way to do this, and this should work. Should work. I'm happy. Oh, I'm not happy with this pants color. One sec. I'm gonna leave this one off just because I'm not quite happy with that color yet. So I'm gonna turn that one off, and we'll worry about that one later. All the other colors I'm happy with. So what I'm gonna do is here's a new folder. So we're gonna put all of the ones that we want to merge in the new folder. This is the orange. This is his hair. This is the horn and his Miape stuff. This is a shirt, which maybe we could push that to 30. Let's see. Yeah, let's push it just a teeny bit. Let's push it to 30 so it's a little bit more clear what color that is. Oh, I don't know what layer is this. Oh, that's his eyeballs. Yep, we definitely need those. Skin, and then this one. I mean, that looks pretty sick by itself. You know, I like this gray for his pants, to be completely honest. Like, when I had that turned off, I really liked that. Let's throw this back in and see if we can settle on that color for him. Oh, because it's on multiply. No wonder everything was looking weird. Now let's turn this off so we see... Ooh, I don't like that. I do not like that. I mean, we want this to be pretty simple, yeah. So, let's do... Do I like the gray more? Let's be more universal. Let's unify our color palettes, and let's merge that together.
So, alright, cool. So now this is going to be our colors. Should be... Oh, I forgot the blue. Where's the blue? Blue. That would be all the way up here for some reason. Not sure why it's all the way up there. Alright, I'm not going to worry about the blue line art. Blue line art needs to sit on top. So this should be good to go. Because I'm a loser and I mess things up sometimes. Just kidding. Because I'm a human being and I mess up stuff sometimes. I'm going to make this color layers. Just so that I have an original copy just in case something happens. And I'm going to mark that as red. Because I don't need it anymore. Turn that off. And then this one I will merge. So just go to this merge selected layers. And there we go. Now we have one flat layer for all of our colors, and it'll make it a lot easier so I'm not having to swap between different folders. Make my life a lot easier. So I'm lazy. I can't say I'm lazy. I try to be efficient. As tedious a process as this could be, it'll definitely help your stuff look really good. So, let me see if I want to color this. Just to make his face look a little bit sharper. Let me see. I mean, it's thicker in this area. Let's do a combination. Let's do... Oh, because this is a color layer. Oh, no! Because it's a color layer. Well, you know what? It's coloring. I don't need my... I only need coloring if I'm doing line art, so... Or I only need that brush if I'm doing line art. This one I'll do, otherwise. Actually, let's try this one instead. I think this one will work better. There we go. This one is such a finicky brush. No, I don't like that either. Maybe it's my... Is it a textured pen? Ah, this is the one I was looking for. This is the color version. So to explain, I have a couple different brushes that I use for things. This brush right here is the default texture pen. And I use this one for coloring, and then, I totally forgot that was what this one was. This one here is basically the same brush, but for monochrome only. And so I have to have two of them, because this particular brush only works on a monochrome layer, unfortunately. And it has a really cool effect on a color layer. I'll actually show you guys. So if I turn this to color, it actually does look pretty neat. So let me bring this really big so you can see it clearly. You can see it has this really neat sort of like almost watercolory look, and that's what it's made for, is for like doing like watercolor. And it's pretty neat, so I like it. The only problem with this is once you lift up your pen, like it'll like layer it over and over and over again. So it doesn't like react to what you've already done before. So I don't use it that often, just because like once you commit to coloring with that particular brush, like you have to keep coloring. It's a little bit of a pain in the butt. So I don't use it that often. It's great for okami though. Like for an okami style portrait, it's really good for that kind of stuff, which is why I like it. That's why I keep it around for coloring purposes. That was my Discord, sorry, let me mute that. I must have accidentally disabled streamer mode. There we go. Now it won't be going off in the background, sorry guys.
textured pen. But yeah, sometimes you just gotta find the right pen for you. And that makes life a lot easier, but I like to do fills, because I like to have my edges really clean. So usually I'll just do a fill. It's a little bit easier. And that way I only have to switch between, like, whatever color I'm using, and then clear. Makes life easier. Sometimes it does. There's another tool to make this super duper easy. Here, I'll show you, it's really handy. It doesn't work super well with my work because I have such a messy art style, but I'll just kind of show you guys briefly what it does. Sometimes it causes more harm than good for me. Alright, I'm going to, so you guys can see this, I've got the layer, this is my line art. I'm going to, there's a little, like, lighthouse, you can set that to, like, turn that on, and it'll make a reference layer. So basically, it's going to use your, whatever layer you turn it on, in this case our line art, to make it, like, a reference, to make it easier for whatever for what I'm about to do. So what I can do now is if I click on, oh, sorry, it's on my brush panel, and then erase along edge. What it'll do is it'll look for, oh, sorry, I've got it, sorry. So, wait, do this again. Line art layer, turn on as reference layer, select the tool, in this case I use erase along edge, and then select the layer that you want to erase from, in this case it's the color. I'm going to make this brush a little bit smaller, just so that it'll be a little bit more clean. Oh, that's right, that's a different layer, that was a bad example. Here we go. So, see here how it's basically keeping it, see, yeah, it jumped right there. This is where it can be a little hard. This one's fine because it doesn't have anything on either side. If you go too far over the edge, it will, that's why it's not perfect. It can be a little tedious to go in and fix the little stuff. But it's really great for, like, super quick flatting. Just with this particular brush, so the reason why I don't really use it that often is this particular brush leaves a lot of gaps, just, like, by the nature of the brush. And so with stuff like this, it sees that gap and goes, oh, well, there's no line there. So for me, it's not always the most helpful brush just because of, like, the nature of the stuff that I do. So it's not always the most helpful tool for me. And then for stuff like this, when I have, like, a really big open space, I can just grab this and go, boop, boop, oopsie, I messed that up, didn't I? Just come in here, like, and you can erase really quickly, it makes your life a lot easier. And then for, like, the small, like, really nitpicky cleanup, oopsie. So, like, if I wanted to come in and clean this up really good, I could just go grab, oh, let me erase along edge, and then, boop. Like, make that super, like, go down in here. Make that super duper easy. I'm sure there's better ways to do it, but that's how yeah, so it's not perfect. Sometimes you have to really make your brush smaller, or just for stuff where I have, like, the gaps, it's just easier just to come in and manually clean it myself. Like this area right here. Oh, this one. So yeah, it probably would work better for people who have, like, a really tight, closed off line art. Not me. Not me, but it can be a really valuable tool, and it saved me a lot of time when I was doing the tone work for, oh, not me. So that's why I usually just use the lasso tool instead, is I just have to trace over my own line work. I feel like that's a lot easier, to be honest. Like, that literally took me 2 brush strokes to clean all that out, so. Just oopsie, wrong one. Just be willing to experiment and, like, try different things until you find what works best for you. Not everyone does things the same way, so. and watch other people. Sometimes they'll have tools that you think are really nifty, and you're like, wow, I want to try that. There's someone else that does it this way. I forget who it was. And I was like, that can't be that efficient. That can't be that helpful. And then, like, I actually tried doing it this way, and I was like, whoa, like, this is really cool. You know, I move so much quicker. And I mean, like, when it comes to coloring, like, the reason why I don't like coloring that much... Hey, Gothic Lolita Angel, what's up? I was going to say that. I started saying her name, and then my brain, like glitched for a second. Sorry. What's up? How are you? And so, see, look how easy this is. When it's all on one layer, watch this. Color select. Boop, done. Super easy when you only have it on one layer. I forget what color this is. Oh, that's right. This is the golden color, so I'll just leave this as that then. Is that golden color? This needs to be changed. What are you up to this morning? Or afternoon? Daytime? Evening? Hope you're having a good day. Just cleaning up my line arts. Super duper fun process. Super tedious, but it must be done. I did the coloring while I was watching the debate last night, so that was why I'm not streaming it. Sorry, guys. Basically just going in and flatting everything is what I'm working on today. Or working on this morning. Just doing flats. There's one thing I'm really good about is it's finding ways to be lazy. To be completely honest with you guys. Just started work? Yeah, I start work in about 30 minutes myself, so that's a mood, isn't it? I appreciate you joining me this morning. I wasn't initially going to color this, and then while I was working on it, I really enjoyed the line art a lot, and I was like, you know, I don't ever color anything, and it's been I don't really have any color pieces of Aros, as of late. I keep having to use the same picture over and over and over again when I share it as colors, because it, you know, and then to my horror, I realized that I think I accidentally deleted the file. I was starting a like a reference book, and yeah, I deleted it. It's not anywhere. I've checked my external hard drives. I've checked my Dropbox. I've checked my Google Drive. The only thing that I can find is a screenshot that I took a really long time ago. And because I saved it with like a normal name, I don't know when I took the screenshot. I mean, maybe I can go back and find it. Maybe it's in the metadata of the picture, but yeah, it was really sad. Really, really sad that I lost that file, because I'd already started all of the art for my like my other characters. Like, I'd already started drawing Hokoi and Amat and Fale and Aros. Like, so, I mean, thankfully I have screenshots that I can go off of. So yeah, I must have accidentally deleted it. So I have to redo all of my character sheets, which really sucks. Because I'm not usually the type of person that's really bad about backing stuff up. I'm usually really good about that. But I mean, stuff happens, I suppose. And I'm gonna do a deeper search of my external hard drives to see if I maybe just put it somewhere weird.
So, yeah, it sucks. It also, now that I think about it, it might be on my Samsung tablet. So I'll have to check my Samsung tablet and see if it's see if I have a copy on there. I don't think so. I think what happened is I had it in the cloud, and then when I cleaned out my cloud, because I think I moved it, if I remember, I think I moved it temporarily to the cloud so I could clean off my desktop and I knew it would be safe. And the irony is, because it was in my cloud, I thought it was already backed up somewhere else, and so I deleted it. That was the only copy. And I checked my temporary folder for Clip Studio, and it wasn't in there either. So that means it's old enough that Clip Studio itself doesn't keep a copy of it. And when I went into my managed works, I couldn't find it either. So I moved it whatever the original file was. I moved it. So yeah, that's okay. I mean, it gives me the opportunity to draw it more accurately this time because I have changed Aros's design slightly since. So that's not a huge loss. I guess. I'm coping. This is me coping so hard right now. Because drawing ref sheets is the absolute, if I go to hell, that's what they're gonna have me do, is draw ref sheets. Because I hate drawing characters. I hate drawing characters so much. And so me doing a ref sheet is a really big deal. And the fact that I lost it and have to do it again is like extra torture. Oh my god. Which is funny. You would think, as like a mangaka, I would love to draw my own characters, but I don't. Oh my god. Oh well. Such is life. I get to do it better the second time. I'm sleepy. I'm really tired, you guys. Oh, if you guys didn't know, I'm going to be featured on the Learn to Draw Manga channel. Let me grab a link to that video. I'm so excited to share that with y'all. Let me grab a new window here, and I shall drop a link. So, Learn to Draw Manga is a... Oh, come on. I know, computer. I know you're having to work really hard. I'm so proud of you. That's alright. I have to like motivate it like anyone. You know, he's starting off with a really heavy workload in the morning. So, alright, here's a copy. Share. Copy. Alright, so if you guys want to, here's a link. I will be featured on the Learn to Draw Manga channel. The Learn to Draw Manga channel is has 51,000 subscribers, and they typically will host like mangaka and like other manga creators, and do like live interviews, and then they also have like a course that they do, they have like multiple different types of courses. There's like a one-shot course and like a basic name course. There's all different kinds of things that they do. And they've asked me to be on the channel to talk about, like, Onami, and some of the stuff with, like, what was it like working with his originals, and he's such a song and all that good stuff. So, if you guys would like to support me and support them, check that out. I'll be sharing a link later in my, community tab, and I'll be sharing it across social media over the next couple days, so no worries if you can't get to it right now. Good morning, Brand. How are you? These are the golden color. Just realized that was the wrong color. Oops. Not a lot of things are going to be white, but these will be. Yeah, yeah, it's a really, really, really high pollen day today, and I left my window open overnight. Mistake number one, I left the window open. And so, I have my fan going right now to try to, like, cycle some of that stuff out. So, yeah. And I woke up this morning, and I was like, oh my god, what have I done to myself? Hey, what's up? I woke up about an hour ago-ish. I was trying to wake up earlier than that, but the brain was not wanting to cooperate with me. Sadly, I laid in bed for like 30 minutes this morning. I'm just laying flats today. The most exciting thing in the world, you guys. Laying flats. May not be super exciting, but incredibly critical. Because if your flats don't have good value and, you know, they may not do their job. So, really important to make sure you can do good flats. Unless it's your style. It's just my style. Because for some folks, they do have a really messy style, and it's gorgeous. Yeah, but I've been sleeping in a lot, and I've been supposed to be streaming more, so, that's the reason why I'm a little bummed about it. Is I've been trying to get back to streaming, specifically in the mornings. That way it's like a fun way to start my day, and it's good for the, European crowd, it's good for the Asian crowd, you know, that are on my channel, so. I've been trying to make a better stream time, maybe more consistent with my streaming. Because when I stream in the mornings for like a few days in a row, my channel suddenly starts doing really, really well. But I am just struggling so hard with the fatigue that it makes it really hard to be consistent. So alternatively, as much as it pains me, I'm going to bed earlier now. Because I'm usually the type of person that will stay up till 3 or 4 o'clock in the morning. That's just how I am. You know, and so it was making it really hard to, like, hang on, that's an important text. Okay. Oh. Just, sorry, I got a text from my stepmom. I got distracted. Dun, 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 dun. Anyway, yeah, so I'm trying to, be, like, up in the morning, because I really do want to stream more. I like streaming, it's fun, it's just hard. It's hard sometimes. Especially until we figure out what's causing the fatigue that I'm struggling with. I'm not looking forward to my dental cleaning in a few weeks. I hate going to the dentist so much. Especially this time, because I missed my appointment in May. Just due to bad timing. Like unfortunately I had like an emergency come up and I couldn't make my appointment. And they're like, okay, well, the next appointment we can get for you is, like, September, because, like, people are usually booking these, like, 6 months in advance. So, it'll be, like, almost a year between cleanings for you. Are you okay with that? And I'm like, well, why wouldn't I be? Like, I'm not gonna go somewhere else. Like, I'm used to having my current hygienist. And she's like, okay, well, do you want me to put you on the waiting list? And I'm like, oh, yeah, sure, yeah, that sounds great. And, of course, like, I've never gotten a call back. So, apparently, people just don't cancel their cleaning appointments.
And I'm like, yeah, okay. So yeah, it's been almost a year since I've seen them, and I feel really bad about it. But it wasn't intentional. I just had stuff come up and had to miss my appointment. My Janice is gonna be like, why did it take you a whole year? Because I had an emergency doctor's appointment, that's why. And I'm sorry, but I have to pick between you and my regular doctor. I'm not picking you. Yeah, I hate the dentist. Just admit it. No, I had a severe sinus infection. Like, my sinus infection was so bad that I was smelling like, so for example, it smelled like dog shit in my, like, I'm just gonna say it. It smelled like dog poop. Like, everywhere I went in the house, like every time I went to lay down to sleep, every time I bent down to pick something, just smelled like dog poop. It was awful. It was awful. And I thought I was going crazy. I thought I was hallucinating. And I was going crazy. I couldn't figure out why I kept smelling dog poop everywhere. And then, so I went into the doctor, and I was like, hey, I keep smelling dog poop everywhere. I feel like I'm going crazy. And so she did an examination, and she's like, no, you just have a really, really bad sinus infection. And I'm like, oh. So, yeah, that was wild. I literally thought I was going crazy for like a month. I didn't realize I had a sinus infection for like an entire month. She's like, you should have come in sooner. And I'm like, I thought I was just hallucinating it. So, and I'm like, well, that explains my fatigue and my headaches. And she's like, yeah. So, I couldn't sit and I didn't know if I was ill. I didn't know what was going on. So, like, I canceled my appointment so that I could go to the doctor and make sure I wasn't, like, sick or something. Because I didn't want to give it to everybody else if I was. And I get sinus infections a lot. Just saying. I get a lot of them. I'm just really lucky that way, I guess. Just kidding. That's not why I get them a lot. The reason I get them a lot is the shape of my sinus cavities. They naturally sit a little bit lower and they're caved a little bit more. In fact, my sinus cavities are so low that the roots of my back teeth go into my sinus cavity. And due to that, I get infections there a lot more often. In fact, when they pulled one of my back molars, I had a hole in my sinus cavity. And okay, so when I did have to have 2 molars pulled, and for both molars, the roots were in my sinus cavity. And after they pulled my teeth out, I thought this was hilarious as heck. Maybe other people wouldn't have found it funny, but I found it really funny. He plugged my nose and said, "Now try to blow out your nose." Like, just blow air out of your nose. And instead of going out my nose, it went out the hole in my sinuses. Like, the hole that went into my mouth. And it sounded like a duck. It was like, wah! It's like the best way I can describe it. Or like a kazoo or something. It sounded hilarious. I was not expecting that sound at all. Like, that's all I can say is that it was a sound that I was not expecting. So, yeah, that was funny. So, but due to the shape of my sinuses, I get sinus infections a lot. Genetic lottery, folks. I want it. Be jealous. Can you make a duck sound with your sinuses? This is why I hate coloring. Like, you know that kid, that you know that meme that's just like, I freaking love coloring! I'm making the exact same face, but for the opposite reason. I should remake that meme. But like draw it out. I freaking hate coloring! It'd be so funny. No. Alright guys, we got about 5 more minutes. If you guys have your last thoughts, please give them to me now. That sounded like a threat. It's not. It's a promise. We got this cleaned up good. Alright, let's see if we can finish this in a few more minutes. Oh, the other reason I couldn't go in is I needed to get needed to get a TB test. My hygienist was pretty hardly grilling me about it, and so I wanted to make sure I got that test before I was able to do my teeth cleaning. It's a long story as to why, and I won't share that here. Maybe another day. It would take longer than 5 minutes to tell, so another time. We're almost there, guys. We're almost there. This is all we got left, and then our initial coloring is complete. Woo! We're almost there. Almost there, fam. All these weird bumps in Alright, let's go. Almost there. Almost there, guys. Alright. I'm just gonna do these front ones. Alright, I think we're good. A few little spots to clean up. Alright, let's see what we got. Back up a little bit. Oh, I forgot his bangs. Of course I did. There's always something, isn't there? Alright, let's get this cleaned up. Let's make this easy. Sometimes it's just easier to do stuff like this. Alright, now all we have to do is fill in his bangs and ignore the rest. Shit, I can't leave that. Woo! Go back in. Purposely leave that one a little outside the lines. Alright guys, I'm pretty sure we are good to go. I keep saying that and I keep finding a few more spots. Alright, quick check. That one I'm leaving intentionally. Oop, this one I did not. Last minute check before I go. Okay, the only thing left is his foot, and that's because I haven't finished drawing it yet. So I think, for the most part, we are good. Oh, look, this little bird. This little bird. Forgot this spare bird up here. It's always something, y'all. Always something. I'm gonna do my absolute best. So, I guess, like I mentioned in my community post, I'm still working on trying to figure out, like what timing works best for me with the energy that I have. So I'm going to do my best. I'm also not sure if maybe an evening schedule would work better for me. Like maybe streaming in the evening would work better. I'm not sure yet. So TBD. But if I stream, they'll most likely be in the mornings. When I can get my ass up. So yes, but no. Alright, guys. Alright, all. Time for me to head off. I have a meeting I need to get to, and I will see you guys tomorrow. Here's what we worked on today, just to kind of wrap this up really quick. Here's what we worked on. I went ahead and cleaned up the line art for this. If you guys haven't seen the background, this will be something like the final result. I'm still working on the exact colors, the exact values and stuff, so hopefully I'll have an update for you guys next time I see you. So I'll see you guys soon, hopefully tomorrow morning. But until then, have a good day, and I'll see you next time. Ciao!